let's talk about the Ravens right now.
Yeah.
Because 1-5, even at 1-5, it looked like this team still wasn't out of it.
Yeah.
Even though they were 2.5 games behind the Steelers, and now here we are. One game separates the two.
Yeah. Yeah. It was scary at first. At first, I'm pretty sure a lot of people had for sale signs in front of their house. You know what I mean? Like it's not a 1-5 in that city is nobody is secure. You know what I'm saying? We're
Even John Harbaugh?
And unfortunately, when they look at 1-5, they're gonna look at everybody. We got to see where the slippage is happening. You know what I'm saying? So, but we once we saw the rest of the schedule, the way we figured out after the 1-5 start, you need 7 of 9. You need 7 of your last 9 games, and it's not impossible. It's doable, but we'll see. And we also got to play the team. The team to the west of us twice. We still got to play them twice.
You can't say the word Steelers.
I can say the word Steelers.
Did you just go like Ohio State on Michigan on me right now?
I love playing those guys. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I can say the word Steelers, but every time you talk about the rivalry, it's just the old sizzle comes back. You know what I mean? Just the old feeling. But yeah, we still got to play the Steelers twice. We still got to deal with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase twice, and one of our own guys, and he's playing pretty well now. So it's not, like I said, it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's doable, but it's going to be tough.
Well, some old school stuff to talk about with you right now.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Well, you were there when Lamar showed. That was your last year in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Was it obvious at the time?
No.
It was not.
Like, he was the most athletic guy there. You know what I'm saying? But he hasn't, it was his first year. He hasn't had, all the quarterback and, you know what I'm saying, kind of the NFL quarterback bravado right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? But that jump he made, I couldn't have called that. Like, he went from, not starting right off the bat, and then the next year being the league MVP, running the most games ever in team history. You know what I'm saying? He won 14 games. I was like, no, I did not see that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, he was always faster and more athletic than everybody else on the team.
They made the move to him in your final year there.
What was
that like?
It was it was nervous because, a lot of us we knew it was our last year. And then I'm like, we're going to go to a rookie quarterback? And it's like, we'll see. And
it wasn't just to a rookie quarterback. It was away from the guy that won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was away from our Super Bowl guy. Yeah. So it was at first we as a defense thinking all right, we can't let a team score more than 17 points. But no, he went in. Once he got it, he ain't never gave it back. Once he took the helm.
But at that point in time, you realized he has it. Did you see it?
You could see where he was going. Like I said, and the time he did it, that short window, I didn't see him making the jump for. You knew he eventually was going to be all right. He eventually going to come into his own, be the new version of Vic. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't surpass that. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to have 3 MVPs. He's supposed to have been an MVP last year, but politics. You know what I mean? Semantics. We're not gonna get into that. But he was supposed to be an MVP last year. So he would have had 3, you know what I'm saying? So 2-time MVP, I didn't think he was going to do that right as fast as he did it, you know what I mean?
But, it's interesting. He's most likely not going to win the MVP this year because of his injuries and the 1-5 start and things like that. But if this still winds up a deep Ravens run of a season, could be his most impressive.
It could be.
At the end of the day.
Especially because of how they started.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it looked like it was coming off the rails. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the simple fact that if they go on the run and then make it to the playoffs and have a deep run, that will probably be just another impressive thing on his resume.
Well, and it's still kind of crazy, too, here, Terrell Suggs here, how you can't make it up. Week 2, Flacco was in the building. In a Browns uniform. And if Joe Burrow's toe does not respond as fast as the Bengals hope, then Joe Flacco will be back in the building in a Bengals uniform on Thanksgiving night.
That's got to be the first time ever in NFL history.
Well, certainly if it's involving an Super Bowl MVP quarterback of the franchise that he's playing against for twice in the same season for two different teams from the same state. I can just only imagine. I don't have the research in front of me.
Yeah,
we don't have the. I'm not Googling it, but it does seem to be that sort of situation.
Man, Tarantino couldn't write a better story. So we gonna see, man. We gonna hopefully it's gonna play itself out.
And how about Flacco's the OG? You know, he's like a 40-year-old guy,
40-something guy,
just talking about. I don't know if you heard this. Just the way he just talks in a real matter of fact, but sage-like way. It's kind of wild to see him in this role where he said basically he's never had a situation where you're in a film room with your teammates and you're like, well, this is what we're going to do when both our receivers are doubled, which is what his situation is right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely playing with two receivers. One of them is probably arguably the best receiver in the league, you know what I'm saying, in Jamar Chase. But, like, to have those two weapons and he's just out there having fun, man, just throwing that ball around. He's been having some games. Joe Cool, man.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.